Hey, what is up? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I'm glad you guys made it back and you're well. Today, I want you to join me so we can go on this journey to look at two of Guyana's newest hospitals just opened within the last month, brand spanking new and in fully operational mode. And I also have, at the end of the video, I have a third hospital that's close to being finished. So come along with me, let's go explore these new buildings, okay? I hope everyone is having a lovely and blessed Friday. The government hasn't planned 7 hospitals that look exactly like these in the local regions, in the different regions, right? They're gonna have 7 exact hospitals that looks just like these. They're gonna look basically the same inside, outside. They're gonna have the same equipment, and the only thing are gonna be different, of course, are gonna be the staff, right? But all the equipment and the building, like aesthetically wise, when you look at it, is going to be the exact same, but they're also building additional hospital and additional 7 hospitals around the country, right? For I think a total of like 14 new hospitals to upgrade Guyana's ailing medical and healthcare infrastructure. It wasn't all that. So with 14 new hospitals, right, to serve let's say 1 million people, right? It should be good, right? We should have top-notch care with all these new hospitals, and these hospitals, they're not cheap, right? I mean, they're spending, I think they're spending $6.6 billion for each one of these buildings here, right? They're building 7 like these, right? And they're spending 6.6 billion Guyana dollars, right? 6.6 billion Guyana dollars and 13.6 million US dollars is what the transfer is, right? Is what they're spending on each of these hospitals. That's an average, right? It might not be exact amount, but that's the average, right? So these hospitals are not cheap. They have top-notch equipment, and all you got to do now you have the building and you have all the equipment. All you need now is the people, the staff, the doctors and nurses and all the people to operate that, to tend to the Guyanese people, to give them the top-notch healthcare that you would find in any country around the world. When I say any, I mean, the top-tier countries, whether it be North America, Europe, and places like that, right? So now us as Guyanese, we can go there and get top-notch healthcare, man, right? And, it's for everyone. It's not like for a specific budget. Because remember, these are government hospitals. These are not like private hospitals where you have to, in any country at a private hospital, you pay arm and a leg, right, for medical care. But with these hospitals, the healthcare and the medical infrastructure itself is going to be a big upgrade. Because you can imagine, 14 hospitals, right, is good stuff. 14 hospitals that are being built, you could expect to have top-notch medical care. But with all that said, I'll let you hear directly from the boss man himself, the man that runs the country, the president of the country. No one can say it better other than him. So I'll let him speak and I'll be back.
But I just tell you that when you walk through this facility today and you see the level of technology, the equipment, and all of these hospitals are built to global standards. They exceed the European standards, the UK standards, and they are also built to the US standards. So when you walk through these facilities today, you will see hospitals that are not only built thinking about now, very futuristic. You will see some of the equipment where now we can only look at 5 slides per hour. These equipment can look at 100 slides per hour. You will see how the technology is linking this facility to facilities in India, facilities in the US, so that we can have second opinion in real time. You would see the vision at work when you walk through this facility today. So I'm pleased to join this evening Dr. Anthony and the team to be part of this historic ceremony, the commissioning of the Enmore Hospital. This is the second new regional hospital that the People's Progressive Party Civic Administration has commissioned in the last 5 years. But today's commissioning is not about ribbon cutting. We're opening a door to the future. We are raising the curtain on a new era of healthcare. We are making history right here, right now. This is not by accident or chance. This hospital is not an example of us simply building a hospital to demonstrate that we have done something for the people. No, this hospital is part of a larger vision, a vision of a Guyana where every child, every mother, every elder, every patient, regardless of their income or their address, has access to high quality, modern, responsive, and people-centered health care.
All right, as you heard, they're clearly stated by the president himself. This is the vision of the government. And, I can't go against this because, who's going to go against building 14 brand new hospitals to aid Guyana's ailing medical infrastructure, right? It was crumbling. I mean, you go to the hospitals and it's craziness. If I needed medical care, I'm going to America, right? I'm not going to go to Guyana. But now, in the direction that this country is headed, is I don't have to go anywhere. I can stay right here and get the same quality care. That's what the president told me, and that's what I heard him say. And this is what I see, right? It's okay to hear him say it, and hearing is one thing, but when you're seeing it, come to fruition right in front of your eyes, it's happening. They're building hospitals everywhere, right? In West Coast, I have a previous video in West Coast where they're building one hospital over there. In Dekendron, I made a video. You guys check out that video, right? And then these 2 new hospitals, and then they're opening, I guess it's gonna be maybe 4 more, just gonna look just like this, right? The hospitals, 4 more, they're opening. I couldn't tell you where exactly, but in one of these different regions, right? But as they open, I'm gonna keep you guys posted. As you can see here, this is the Enmore Hospital. You see the road construction there too as well, right? You see all that road construction? So they're making that to like a 4-lane road to support traffic. So they're just not building hospital, they're also building the roads around the place, make it accessible to everyone. This one here is the maternal hospital, right? This is on the new highway, the Ogle Highway there, right? This thing costs let me check. I think it costs, I can't remember what it costs. Oh yeah, here it is. It costs 32 billion Guyana dollars, right? 15.5 million US is what this hospital costs. And this is like, for mothers and pediatrics and like, child stuff, right? Women and children, things like that. So, it's a good thing, man. Guyana they're stepping up their medical infrastructure, right? And it's good for every citizen of this country. We're gonna benefit from it, so you can't complain. This hospital here, of course, is not completed, as you can see. But, so I was in the area, so I said, hey, listen, I might as well show you guys, I will bring you, an updated video when it's completed fully, 100%. I'm not sure when the exact completion date is. I'm guessing maybe sometime next year, or maybe later on in the end of the year. I couldn't tell you the exact date. I didn't look up the information, but it's pretty close, right? It's pretty close to being finished, and that's, of course, that's the highway there, right? I gave you guys some really high footage. I took the drone up really, really high. As you can see there, we see straight out to the ocean. That's the ocean ahead there, right? I give you guys a full 360 of the area. And a lot of times, like at the end of the videos, like when I was filming the hospitals, when I went up at the end of the shot, I went and I gave a 360, of the neighborhood and the surrounding place, just so you get an idea visually. And while I was actually making that video, I saw that the homes, right, the government homes in my previous video, right, check that video out. I saw the homes over there, and that's why I decided to make that video. But, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video. I really appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out. Check out my previous hospital video here and my other videos.